Well, so much for catching that one. You're loafing this turn? There's the Shadow Mints. Wait, is this your 5th Pokemon? So you don't have the Lotties? What's your last mon? I'm gonna see if I get lucky and get the opportunity to spore you, and I'm gonna try and paralyze the Salamence. What could go wrong? That sucks. I'm really upset that your loafing turn was, like, wrong. Well, it wouldn't have mattered if you did Shadow Shake this turn or last, whatever. And of course you have Shadow Hunter, of course you do. Ooh, static. It'd be great to hit this. Oh, I was aiming at the Salamence. I thought I was aiming at the Slacking. Well, I'm in a really bad spot. But I still have the Master Ball, so I can Master Ball whatever his last Mon is. I don't know if it's going to be a Legend or what. I'm going to try and Focus Blast the Slacking, and then I'm going to Max Potion my Zapdos in hopes that he stays alive. The fact that the Slacking has Truant is the only thing keeping us afloat here. Man, you're bulkier than I remember. I thought that your big deal was your attack stat, not your defense stats. Oh, thank you. I needed that. You're gonna try and para-flinch the Salamence? And this is definitely worth using Max Revive. I don't know on who. Probably Manectric, because he has the Shadow Filter thing, the item. I don't know what Shadow Crush is. Yeah, whatever it is, it hurts. And of course you have Shadow Hunter. It's so annoying. I need to catch this Salamence, like, immediately. This fight is always... This fight is annoying in the original, too. And in the original, he has the 3 birds. Oh yeah, Intimidate was a great reason to bring back Manectric, now that I think about it. This fight is so annoying because, catching Pokemon is such, like, a crapshoot in general. Having a fight where, like, the goal is to catch 6 Pokemon, or at least, like, 3 of the 6, is so very annoying. I was really hoping to get paralyzed. I think we're gonna lose this one because even if I like spam healing items, I don't think it's gonna work out. I think what we should try and do is... Has it been enough time for timer balls? Maybe. See if we can get lucky in catching the, probably the Salamence, because it hits harder. It's higher level, too. If we can get lucky in catching the Salamence, then maybe I can res my Salamence to lower the attack of the other Salamence to -2 instead of -1, because I think it's a -1 right now. Nope, never mind. None of it matters if we just get unlucky on all of our Pokeball throws, which is what I love so much about Pokemon. Does this Shadow Filter item work? That did almost half from what I assume is a special attacking move from a Salamence. I mean, I know Manectric isn't, like, super bulky. I don't expect him to be, like, unkillable, but, like, that move would have done 90% if he didn't have the Shadow Filter on? Really? Okay, well, we caught the Slacking, but we're still in an awful position. Oh, now you have the Shadow Sky, of course. And then he has the Dragonite as his last one. I wish I had 2 Pokemon out right now, because if I had 2 Pokemon out right now, I'd throw a Master Ball and then, like, hit the Ments. I'm gonna try and cheese my way out of this with Max Revives, because I don't like this fight. But if we just, like, Max Revive Ments and Manectric, like, 2 times, then, Intimidate will get them low enough to where we should be okay. Forgot to get the Lotties. One is in Gadian Port. I don't know what you're talking about. I definitely did not forget to get a Lottie, and also no spoilers in chat. If there are other Pokemon to be found, then I'll figure out where to find them. No, this is not gonna work. And I get of course you get the burn. Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? Oh wow, that actually, the Shadow Sky and the burn actually killed there. Wow, RNG is so fun in this game. So incredibly enjoyable, the way the game is designed. How much you want to bet if I use Shadow Lugia that he's nowhere near as OP as when that idiot used him? I'm gonna be honest with you, I kind of want to beat Greevil and then just stop playing the game. I don't think I want to bother with Mount Battle or do any of the post-game things. It did have Shadow Armor, of course it did. Has Time Stranger ruined Pokemon for me even more than Pokemon was even more ruined for me? Like, after playing Time Stranger for like a week straight, or not a week, a month straight is what I meant to say, for like a month straight, now that I'm playing a Pokemon game again, I'm like, man, Pokemon just kind of sucks in comparison, doesn't it? Like, holy cow. This is, like, so much less fun than the entirety of Time Stranger. I think the Snorlax he leads with has Shadow Hunter. Let's put Charizard up front and Focus Blast the Snorlax. Also, by the way, really weird that Greevil doesn't have, like, any of the legendary Pokemon. Very weird decision by the hack creator to give a bunch of legendaries to all of the admins, but then Greevil gets... I mean, he had Shadow Lugia, but you know what I mean. But, like, Greevil having no Shadow legendaries, it just, like, makes no sense that Greevil, the super evil dude, would be like, ah, no, I don't need the Articuno or anything. I'll take the Tauros. Whatever. Very weird. Hey, check it out. It's your most faithful servant or whatever. Also, you did very different leads this time. I really wish the timer balls hit max capacity by, like, turn 10 instead of, like, turn 15 or whatever. Shadow Hunter is good against Shadow Pokemon, so let's Shadow Hunter the Slacking, and then we're going to Focus Blast the Tauros. Nice 30 damage, bro. Sure, yeah, super effective, quotation marks. Yeah, right. Awesome. Dude, I think I'm done. Like, I think I don't want to play. I'm actually, like... He has 6 Shadow Pokemon. Every single move they do is super effective. They have moves to hit your own super effective Shadow Pokemon. I use a Shadow Pokemon that has a move that's super effective on other Shadow Pokemon. It does, like, 15% health, so it doesn't even really feel like it, like, yeah, sure, it's super effective. Was it just because it's slacking? Let's hit the Tauros and see. How much does Tauros take from Lugia's Shadow Hunter? Like 35%, 40% maybe. Nah, dog. I kind of just feel like I don't want to play anymore. Like, this just isn't... I feel like the solution to this is always like this with Pokemon. I hate Pokemon's turn-based combat. I feel like it's so crappily made. Because it hasn't changed since 1995 or 6, whenever it came out. What, did it come out in 95? No, I think didn't the original Red and Green come out in Japan in 94? Or was it 95? I don't remember. I think it came out in the States in 96. But like, I just don't want to play anymore. It's just not fun. It's just not fun. It's just not fun. I'm gonna like reload the game real quick. load back up the game to where I'm not in the middle of a fight. I just don't want to sit through this fight, man. I can just physically feel myself like being mind-numbingly bored. Continue. So honestly, like, straight up, being real with you, I think I'm just gonna, like, stop here. Pokemon XD, I got a lot of nostalgia for it. This hack is, pretty good, all things considered. I love how the thing is showing him with the... Oh, did my save load before I caught the Lugia? It might have. I don't think I saved after I caught the Lugia. Whatever, I don't care. But, like, unfortunately, like, I feel like I'm just absolutely... I don't have the mind space to sit through something that I find this unfun after playing Time Stranger for a month. I was having so much fun with Time Stranger, and Time Stranger was such a blast, and I can't wait to play more of it. And it's not just Time Stranger, because there are other turn-based combat games that I enjoy, like the Persona games, for instance. I have my problems with them, and I have some problems with Time Stranger, too, to be clear. I don't think that Time Stranger is, like, a perfect game by any means. And I have problems with turn-based games, like, as a concept. The longer and longer I've done YouTube and Twitch and played turn-based games and non-turn-based games, the more I've come to realize that there are just certain things about turn-based games that I find inherently flawed that aren't fun, to me, at least. So that's why I prefer, like, real-time action games, like, 9 times out of 10. But, like, after playing Time Stranger for a month straight, trying to play this game and how its turn-based combat works, especially in that stupid 6 Shadow Pokemon boss fight, it's just so unfun. It's so... I'm just bored out of my mind at the end of the day. I'm straight up bored out of my mind, and I'm sitting here thinking, like, how do you get out of this? Well, the way to get out of this probably is to just catch, like, 2 of the Shadow Pokemon, kill 3 of them, Master Ball the 6th one, and then come back and do the fight, catch 1 or 2 of them, and then do the fight a 3rd time, catch 1 or whatever, who knows. Or maybe just, try and catch all 3 in the second go-around that you don't get the first time. And I just don't want to sit through it. The other thing I'm thinking is, like, his Pokemon are higher leveled, they're Shadow Pokemon, so every move they do is super effective. I could switch in Zapdos and Lugia and Registeel, so I have 3 Shadows, but his Pokemon have Shadow Hunter or whatever. And it does honestly feel like the game is kind of cheating. I don't know if they actually did programming, the hack creator specifically, to make it more difficult, but the fact that when the opponent uses Shadow Hunter on my Shadow Pokemon, and it does, like, more... Like, when Zapdos got hit with Shadow Hunter, it did, like, over half of its health. But then when I, with Shadow Lugia, use Shadow Hunter, it only does, like, 40%. It doesn't even do half of the opponent's health. That just feels like the game is cheating. That just feels like the game is cheating against me, and it's just no fun. It's just no fun. I'm at the end of the day, I'm just not having fun. I'm not having enough fun to want to sit through finishing the game, to be honest. I'd rather just play Legends ZA and see if I like Legends ZA, because I know that Legends ZA mixes up the combat a bit, which Pokemon basically never does. So I'm really hopeful that Legends ZA is more enjoyable than the average Pokemon game. But I'd like... Man, after a month of one of the best turn-based games I've ever played, which was Time Stranger, I can't go back to playing this. I honestly just can't. Maybe I'll keep the save file on my computer. Maybe like a month or 2 from now, I'll be like, I should have finished it. Let's go back and finish it. And I'll come back and do it. But I'm not going to promise that because I honestly just don't want to. I just like... Again, maybe a month or 2 from now, I'll feel different and I'll be like, oh, I have so much nostalgia for XD. Let's go actually finish it or whatever. Time Stranger has ruined every other game for Chaos. It's over, chat. I know you're saying it as a joke, but I just want to, like, be clear. It hasn't. It's kind of, like, ruined. Pokemon was already, like, kind of ruined for me in general. Like, I don't play Pokemon nearly as much as I used to. And a lot of time when I play Pokemon, it's either because it was a sub-goal or because, I'm like, oh, I haven't played a Pokemon game in, like, a year or something, so I actually feel kind of nostalgic for it. But, like... Persona, I remember when I first started to realize that I didn't really like Pokemon anymore, and it was around the time I played Persona 5. And I was like, I didn't really play many... I can't think of any turn-based games that I played other than Pokemon before I played Persona 5. And after I played Persona 5, I really started to realize, like, I don't really like Pokemon anymore. Like, even the older Pokemon games, I don't really like them anymore. And I'm kind of having, like, that same revelation again right now, playing Time Stranger for an entire month straight. Oh, and then I played the Cyber Sleuth, like, right after Persona 5, or right before Persona 5? I don't remember. But, like, playing, it might also be a case of the fact that I just played Time Stranger for, like, I only played Time Stranger with an occasional Cobblemon stream, which is, the Cobblemon has basically nothing to do with Pokemon. We do that as a Minecraft playthrough. Like, 90% of that playthrough is me and my friends playing Minecraft, and then we get to catch Pokemon on the side, and that's basically it. Which I really only do because I don't like playing base Minecraft, and I'm not really a big fan of, like, huge Minecraft expansions, like crazy Minecraft ones that focus on Minecraft combat and all. I like to, like, build and explore in Minecraft, and then adding Cobblemon to it is just like, oh, there's something else than just vanilla Minecraft. You can, like, catch Pokemon. That's neat. But, like, other than that, I basically just played Time Stranger for, like, a month, and trying to go back to this after playing Time Stranger for a month straight, it, like, for the first half of stream, it was fine because we weren't really having trouble. We were kind of breezing through stuff more or less. But, like, once we got to this, I mean, I even went through the eldest fight. Like, we fought him, like, 3 times. He was annoying, but whatever. But, like, having to deal with 6 shadow Pokemon where, like, every move they does is a 1 or a 2-hit KO. And then when you try to counter with your own shadow Pokemon, you still only, like, 3-hit KO them, but the opponent still 2 hits you or whatever. I just don't. It's not fun. It's just not fun. I just don't think I can sit through playing this game right now. Playing Time Stranger for, like, a month straight has, like, really reignited that feeling I had back when I played Persona 5, where I was like, wow, Pokemon games suck, don't they? Like, it's really just a matter of, like, I actually kind of forgot just how bad Pokemon is, and how much Pokemon is just purely carried by nostalgia. Like, the fact that Pokemon is as big as it is because of nostalgia, and because it has more than the games. It has, like, the anime and the trading card game and whatnot to it as well. But, like, as a game franchise, Pokemon just kind of blows. So I just, like, I'm not willing to sit through this and then go do the 20 battles at Mount Battle and then go catch whatever other shadow Pokemon are in the post-game and deal with Mirror B. I'm just, it's boring. I just don't want to. It's just not fun. I just can't, honestly. I literally cannot sit through it. But we'll still try Legends ZA and see if I feel any better playing Legends ZA, because Legends ZA, again, is supposed to, like, have a mixed-up combat system. It's supposed to be different, thankfully. So we'll give that a go. And then Zillia comes out on Friday. I can't wait to play Zillia, because I've been doing nothing but turn-based stuff for, like, a month. But this is potentially the end of the XG Redux. I'm sorry that I didn't get to the very end, but I honestly don't care. So, you know. I just don't care at the end of the day. But we're gonna stop here, and maybe I'll come back to this in like a month or 2 or 3. Who knows? Maybe I'll never touch it again. But yeah, time will tell. So thanks for watching. Hope you all enjoyed, and I'll catch you in the future for other playthroughs. Until then, farewell.